everyone, welcome back to my channel. How are you today? And as you have seen, I kinda had a little fun with the editing on the first part, showing a little bit of my working table. So for today, we will be doing Kolornix's Kohdor's Lover Challenge. Sorry if I sound a little raspy. I'm having a little bit of a sore throat. So first off, I was trying to sketch like a lovey-dovey couples pose, and I actually needed to cut some of the footage because my hand was on the way. I really need to learn to angle my camera, and as you can see, I was using a washi tape to mask the area that I didn't want to get paint on. I know you'll be asking, like, why not just use the masking fluid? I would love to, but I had a bad experience with it, using it with this paper. Last time I used it with this paper, it ripped the paper off even if I waited for it to fully dry. First color I put was a very light wash of Cerulean blue, and the next one is quinacridone magenta, and on top of it I put some French ultramarine. First I wanted to do like a sunset maybe view, and then I changed it to like maybe I wanted to be more like a galaxy, but yeah, it changed a lot from my first idea. And I added some buildings in the background, like shadows of buildings, just to make it feel more not too flat, I guess. And I added indigo at the ends to make it more darker because the moon glow was not dark enough. And of course, to dry it faster, I used a blow dryer. Thankfully, when I was taking off the washi tape, it didn't damage the paper as much, because sometimes even if I use washi tape on this paper, sometimes it still lifts off some paper. For the skin, I used a combination of quinacridone magenta, a little bit of French ultramarine, just a little tiny speck of French ultramarine, and the same amount of new Gamboge. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. I usually start with the skin, but for this one, I did start with the background first because I don't want to wait too long for the washi tape to stick too much to the paper. And yeah, and for shading the skin, I used the same colors on top of it, just building it up layer by layer, slowly. And yes, I'm using a water brush for the skin, and most of the part of this painting I feel more comfortable using a water brush, especially for the skin part, because it kind of helps me blend the skin while I'm also putting the paint in it. Because sometimes when I use just regular brush. I don't know. For some reason, the place that we live in, my paint dries faster on paper, even if I don't turn on the fan, and even if I do pre-wet the paper. For the blush, it's also the same colors, just building it up layer by layer. Adding a little bit more magenta in it just to make it more reddish, and if I want it to be more yellowish, I'll add more of the new Gamboge. If I want it to be more darker, I'll add a little bit more of the French Ultramrine. For this part, I'm using neutral tint for Kohdor's hair. I don't really have a darker color black on my palette except for neutral tint and moon glow, because I find it much better if I mix my own blacks. And for her hair, I used Imperial Purple. That's my favorite purple color in Daniel Smith, especially if you use it in wide washes. It kind of makes it kind of gives it a bluish, pinkish, purplish like hue in it. Like it separates to those three colors. For making it darker, I also use the same color on top of it. I was like, oh, I kind of want her to have like a ombre hair effect, and I did a purple and pink hair for her. Actually, I like I like the purple and hair ombre effect that I did have it once before when my hair was still healthier and longer. And for the red, I use Perylene red for her lips and Kohdor's jacket. And yes, I did cut off some footage because some of it, again, my hand was on the way and it was taking too long. Even if I do fast forward it, it was taking too long for the time, and I don't think that people would watch it if I leave it like more than 20 minutes. For the dark part of their clothes, I also use neutral tint. Just layered it up over and over, waiting for it to dry, and then layer it and then blend it. I kind of want her to have like a sheer effect for her top. What I did was, when it was almost drying up, I added more of the skin color on top of it, especially from the stomach to the hip area. And for detailing the hair of Kohdor, it's also neutral tint, just less watered down. Um, for the brands that I use, I will be listing them down in the description below if you want to know what brands of paint I usually use. And for those paint that I use, I didn't buy it in one go. They were accumulated throughout the years. Things that I bought on my paycheck, things that were given to me as gifts, and things that, you know, things that were on sale. I most of the time buy art supplies on sale. I usually wait for Black Friday or Cyber Monday, because if you buy art supplies without budgeting, they can get expensive, especially watercolor papers and paints. I usually buy my paints online on Amazon or Blick, but we recently moved here where we live now, and I found out that there was a Jerry's Artarama 20 minutes from where we live, and I bought some stuff there, like the tabletop easel. I got it for, I think it was $17. Here you can see I used a gold fintech watercolor for their earrings and necklaces and rings, and on this part I kind of figured out I should change the angle of ink, the angle of the camera when I was inking, because actually the first part that I cut off, my hand was just over it, like you can't even see what I was doing. So I guess I'll keep doing this type of angle when I'm doing some line work, maybe also some of the painting process, just to make sure that I don't miss or need to cut anything off. And of course, everybody's favorite, the peeling of the washi tape on the borders. It's actually one of the things that I'm always looking forward to do. And here you are, Kohdor's Lovers Challenge from Kolornix. I hope she likes it. I don't really draw men that much as I draw women. I hope she likes the lover that I did for her OC. And thank you for watching. I hope you had fun, and if you have any questions, please do leave a comment down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.